Welcome to No Loose Items, a theme park podcast where we talk news, rumors, and our opinions on Universal Studios Orlando, Walt Disney World, and the theme park world as a whole. I'm Brian.
I am Chandler.
In today's episode, we are talking our HHN wish lists, just kind of like properties we would want to see come to HHN because we love HHN so much. We're also going to talk the worst lockers on property and our favorite queues on property. If you're watching on YouTube, hit us with a like, give us a subscribe if you like the content, and leave a comment under. All that stuff helps. And if you're on audio platforms, give us a review, give us some stars. Everything will help the pod. Chandler, week 4, baby, episode 4. I'm not going to say this every episode, but I feel like this is a cool one because we've officially been recording for a month.
It's crazy. It's crazy how fast time flies.
Yeah, dude. Hey, just got to keep it going, bro. It's a part of the week. It's a part of the week now. Easy.
It really is. Yeah, it's become habitual. If time could just slow down, that'd be kind of nice. We're already almost to June, and I feel like I'm about to go to watch the Grinch show at Universal. So
I know it, dude.
We're zooming by, but it's great. Life's been crazy lately, but a good crazy. And I've been staying super busy.
Nice. How you feeling about you having FOMO this week? Every episode you've pretty much had FOMO.
Yeah, it's every day. So
hitting you hard.
Yep, just something I got to deal with now. But yep.
I have not been to the parks either. I have FOMO, but I have to tell you, I have trips booked. We booked trips. So in a week, not this weekend coming up, but the following weekend, I'm staying at Dockside for a night. Never done that before. With the whole family, we're all going to go to Universal. My wife's going to enjoy the pool with the babies because my toddler, the 3-year-old, doesn't have a pass. My teenager has a pass, and my youngest is free, but my toddler doesn't have a pass. So they're going to chill at the resort while we go hit the parks hard. And then we just booked a stay at Art of Animation for her birthday. Yeah.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah, so that's in August. And then I think I broke my wife down. Epic is happening, bro. I'm going to Epic. Yeah? I don't think I'm going till August. But because I've been working this job now for a year. Boring. Been working in my job for a year. My PTO loads back up and my bonus comes in August.
Go.
And my wife was like,
round of applause for Brian.
Yes. Hopefully that comes through. So Epic August, probably after my daughter's birthday, like the week after. As soon as my PTO and that bonus loads in, bro.
Sick.
She was like, go, you can go. You've been talking about it so much. I was like,
thank you.
Heck yes.
Thank you.
So you really have to make a trip to Dollywood because you've been talking about Dollywood. I've been talking about Epic. We need to make all these things happen.
Yes, dude. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm so happy you're staying at Dockside. I've stayed there before.
Oh, nice. Did you enjoy
it?
I
love Dockside.
Oh, nice. Cool. I did. Well, go ahead.
I've been wanting to stay at Art Animation for a long time. I love that resort. I want to stay there so badly.
Yeah, my wife has stayed and has talked about it quite a bit. And she was like, my baby's going to be 4. So she knows the characters. She likes cars. We're staying in cars. I'm super stoked, dude. I can't wait.
Dude, I'm happy for you. That's awesome.
I think we're mainly doing water park, but I'm a psycho, and I will make sure I end up at the park, even if it's just me at like 7 in the morning to ride like one ride. I'll make it happen.
One way or another, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. So I got some parks coming in the near future. I'm freaking so stoked, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, finally, dude. I've been watching videos about Dockside now, and I'm like, comparing to Surfside, and like, I'm glad I picked Dockside. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's just more. It just looks prettier, and like the pools are sick. Man, I'm so stoked. I can't wait.
Yeah, Dockside's a lot bigger. 2 pools, huge lobby. The food court's amazing. Yeah. I've stayed there anytime I haven't been living in Orlando. The past couple of trips have always been at Dockside. So the price point, you can't beat it. And it's such a nice hotel. It's so nice. I love it.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it was the cheapest option. And we were looking at, we were going to stay at on Disney property to go to the water parks because they do the free water park on check-in day thing. And we couldn't find one that was like under 300 a night or something like that.
Jeez.
And for the weekend that we were trying to go, and Tiffany was like, oh, I can't find one that's under this. So me and my phone, I'm like, all right, Universal property, what can we find anything that's cheap? And it was like $216 a night. And then her brother and her sister heard us talking about it, and they were like, well, we'll go and split it with you. So it's $100 for us and $100 for them. And so it's you might as well just go. Yeah, you cannot beat it. We almost stayed at Cabana Bay. But Dockside's just cheaper, so it just worked out like that. But
I want to say Cabana Bay is so freaking bad too.
I've stayed once, but it was a Horror Nights night, and we literally just use it to sleep,
right,
and wake up the next day and leave. So I didn't really. I walked around, but I was, had that HHN freaking blur going, like so
you have
tired.
No idea what's going on.
I was like, we literally hit the little. Where the food was, the food court pizza or whatever, went straight upstairs and just ate pizza and fell asleep. And then the next morning checked out. So it was like I never even was there. Yeah. But all right, cool. You got anything you want to share, dude? Talk about before we hit these topics? You got anything going
let's get
on
into
in
it.
life? Heck yeah. All right, let's do this first. This one will be interesting because me personally, I'm a horror person. I like horror movies a lot. My brain is constantly, I'm watching new horror movies all the time. This guy over here, or wherever he is, or he'll just take up the screen. Chandler does not watch horror that much. He does sometimes, but he's more of a part. I like Horror Nights because I love the parks and I love horror. This guy loves Horror Nights because he loves the parks. He just loves Universal. So it's going to come, I have horror movies in mind. I kind of wanted to see what you had in mind for, a wish list. Properties that we wish would come to Universal for Horror Nights that have never come or have come and we missed. And, I have two that are, I talk about all the time. And one of them was on the spec map this year, but I don't think it is anymore. But, so do you have a list of properties that what would you want to see at Horror Nights?
So the first one isn't necessarily a movie. And like Brian said, I'm not a horror movie guy. They're not my thing. I like haunts, so that's why I go to HHN. And it's not just like your typical freaking cornfield haunt. Like this is world class, world premiere. People come from all over the world to HHN, so that's why I like it. I could really care less about horror movies, but that's another topic. So the first kind of idea that I had is actually a band that I want to see do a house. I know there's been a lot of speculation about Ozzy having a house this year and kind of that not leaked video, but that live that their children did and he kind of spoke the beans on it was kind of telling. It's not Ozzy, but I would really like to see a Slipknot house.
I made a video about this.
Yeah, you did. I think, honestly, any heavy metal band in general, like even Metallica, I think would crush it out of the park. But I think Slipknot, like their music, that heavy metal, I guess not even heavy, probably like metalcore, new metal in general, whatever, however the metalheads classify it.
They're more new metal, for sure.
I think if you did some type of just balls to the walls, super scary, blasting Slipknot's most iconic hits, and you're just in the house and you have no idea where you're going. There was a haunt back by my hometown, and I've talked about this before in other places, but one year they had this haunted house. It was literally a maze. Like it wasn't just like a path, it was a maze. It was all made out of chain link fences. There was a thick, dense, heavy fog. The only light was strobe lights, and they were blasting heavy metal. And to this day, it's one of my most favorite mazes, haunted houses that I've ever been in. It was terrifying. You're disoriented. You have no idea where you're at. The thick smell fog is in your face. You're literally trying to navigate when 3 out of your 4 senses are being obliterated from noise and smell. So that was a sick house. I would love to see something like that come to Universal. I think it'd be a little bit too intense for some of the audiences and kind of what they're going for. But that house was intense, and I think that'd be a great idea. And why not use a huge popular band that everyone knows, especially on like the alternative side of people that come to HHN, and it's Slipknot.
Yeah, the most gigantic band in that genre, really. Besides what I said, bring Slipknot. Like, it's one of my biggest TikToks. I said, bring Slipknot or bring Korn. because Korn is just
Korn would be great too.
gigantic. Slipknot is just easy though because they are creepy. Their masks are
They already
creepy.
are.
Their imagery is horror. So it's like it's a label thing because Universal owns a label too.
Right.
So they're probably signed to somebody else. The Ozzy thing is kind of at the time right now there's no official, but at the first rumor this year with an artist was Lady Gaga.
That'd be sick because she's kind of out there too.
Her last album too, the imagery is super like horror, like inspired. Billie Eilish was supposed to come before COVID too, but then COVID pushed it back, and then her next album was like Renaissance, not Renaissance, but it was like my daughter would know, but it's like 50s vibes. Like it was when she did that, is when she went away from like the dark stuff and went into that. But yeah, that'd be super cool.
You know, another band that I'm just thinking of off the top of my head, Ice Nine Kills. They have like that entire album that's like all horror movies.
They have a relationship.
Think about that right now.
They have a relationship with Terrifier, and Terrifier has a relationship with Horror Nights. So that actually,
that could be something there.
You really just have to look to see who is signed to Universal Studios, Universal Record Group, because it's just double promotion. It's just them making money. That's why The Weeknd was there. He's like the hugest artist that they have on their roster.
That makes sense.
And literally, it just he dropped an album like right in the middle of the season, so. Every night it was like an after hours, and I think it's called like PM, something PM, I don't know. But it just promoted the album. And I was like, oh, okay. Business people, Universal, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm going to start with the franchise that is not so obvious because you can kind of see it in the background of my freaking camera right now. But I'm going to start with Resident Evil. So Resident Evil came and has been at the event, and I missed the year. And Resident Evil has a new movie coming out this year, which I can't freaking wait. It's like a reimagining. Zach Kreger's directing. He's only done great horror movies so far, so I'm excited for that. And all the classic Resident Evil games are getting remakes. So Resident Evil 2 has gotten a remake, Resident Evil 3 has gotten a remake, and they are like beautiful. And then Resident Evil Requiem, which I think is 9, came out this year and it killed. It's like one of the best games of the year. So I really want to see Resident Evil. It was the first game that I ever like played all the way through. I watched my older sister play it and I was like terrified when I was a kid watching her play it. And I missed the year that they did it. They do regularly every year in Japan. They do something for Resident Evil. It's Biohazard there. But they do they've done houses. They've done 6 shows just using the characters from Resident Evil. So Resident Evil is a big one on my list. Like, I want that really bad.
Okay. I wish I could provide more insight onto that franchise, but I don't know anything about it. But
dude,
I trust that it's really cool. And if you've had it before, I'm sure it's great.
It's zombies-esque, but it's like monsters and stuff too. It's about an outbreak of a virus that was made by a big company, and it breaks out and it takes over the world.
Yeah.
They're like literally 50 games. There's like 10 main games, and then there's branch offs that are like in between the other. There's so many games, and there's so many animated movies, and then there's live action movies already that have nothing to do with the games. So this live action that's coming out this year is supposed to take place while the first and second game are happening, which are the most loved games. So people are kind of like, the movie's a big deal for fans of Resident Evil.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds sick.
Yeah, it's zombies, which has been done a lot, but also crazy monsters and like just like deformity type stuff. The virus does crazy stuff to people, so it could be really cool. Big monsters and like, yeah, they could go crazy.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll go into my second one. Now this just due to the nature of this franchise, I don't think in a million years it would ever happen because it's more based towards kids. But I think if we got like an adult version of this, it could be sick.
I know,
and that would be Scooby-Doo.
Sick. I think I don't know why they haven't done it. honestly.
Probably, I would assume kind of like the same reasons that they got hammered by Dr. Seuss's corporation, whatever, when they put Horror Nights in there. It's just, it's not the intended use, and they probably have an exact image of what they want it to be. But some type of adult, ramped up, Scooby-Doo, run around, Fred's head, almost falling off. I think that'd be sick. And I think there's, I don't know a whole lot about Scooby-Doo. This is kind of just, I see it in the park a lot. But I'm sure they probably have some very iconic episodes or very iconic monsters, and Old Man Jenkins is getting caught. But I think an adult version of Scooby-Doo would be sick.
I think this would be sick. People say this a lot in the Horror Nights community, like, why haven't they used Scooby-Doo? The original like live action movie takes place on Spooky Island. It's literally a theme park. And then they also have an animated movie that's super popular that was actually kind of scary called Zombie Island, which I think would kill. Funny enough, too, when we say bands that want to come, I wanted Korn to come. And I'm pretty sure if Korn was not in an episode of Scooby-Doo, but they were in an episode of South Park that made fun of Scooby-Doo. So it was in Scooby-Doo like animation style. I think I'm remembering that. It's either that or like literally Korn has been on Scooby-Doo. I can't remember. I think it's South Park. It was like making fun of Scooby-Doo, and Korn guest starred. So it's kind of funny that that would be kind of funny. That would never happen. That's way too much legality. But yeah,
you'd have to cross so many T's and dot so many I's.
Have you seen you've never seen the Scooby-Doo live action movie?
I've seen the live action, but I never watched any of the cartoons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Spooky Island. I think it's called Spooky Island.
Yeah, Spooky Island.
My daughter could probably hear me through the wall and is cringing right now because that's like one of our favorite movies. It's so good.
Good movie.
Oh my God, so good. Yeah, Scooby-Doo would be, and I think that it could happen in like the next 5 years or so because we are leaning into like more family-friendly things. I don't know if you've heard the rumors about this year scare zones, but one of them is Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
Fortnite Nightmares or whatever.
Fortnightmares, whatever it's called.
At the time of this recording, that has not been announced officially. Who knows? We're like 4 weeks out, so we record these early, so we don't really know. There's only been a couple of official announcements. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to age this, but yeah, Scooby-Doo would go crazy, dude.
Scooby-Doo would kill.
Or
even like Simpsons, maybe.
Yeah, Simpsons would be kind of funny. There was like there's like a Halloween episode of Simpsons that somebody brought up in a podcast that I was listening to once, and they were like, they should do this I can't remember what it is. I'm not a big Simpsons guy.
They're okay.
Yeah, I never really watched it. I watched the Simpsons movie. I think that's like pretty much.
Yeah, with the dome on.
Yeah. Don't like the ride. We already know that, though. All right, yeah, so that was your second one, Scooby-Doo. I think it would kill. I don't know why they haven't done it. They should do that. My all-time, and it keeps coming up in spec season, and it gets taken out. Your boy is right there, Ghostface. They need to do Scream. They need to figure it out. I don't understand why it has not had... Dude, I'm passionate about Scream, bro.
Oh, you are. You've talked about it multiple times.
Oh, my God. It needs to be the original Scream. They need to... The Casey scene. They need the original scenes. The freaking... the garage door scene. All of it. It almost happened like twice. He was literally in commercials. And then their contract with MTV messed it up because they wanted the MTV mask, and nobody wanted that. We want Ghostface. We want OG.
Yes,
Ghostface.
You want the OG.
And then it was like built, and it got what took it over? Purge. Purge took over a house, and you could literally watch a walkthrough of this Purge house and be like, oh, that's a scene from Scream that they just put Purge stuff over. That's a Scream. You know what I mean? We've gotten close so many times, and literally the last 3 or 4 years, it has been on the beginning spec maps. It's like every year they throw it in there, and it gets taken out by the time the spec maps start to be like close to what's actually coming.
Okay.
Yeah. So Scream's my main thing, dude.
Yeah. As an iconic slasher films from the 90s. I've only ever seen the first one, but I mean,
that's the only one you need to see.
There's like 9 movies. There's a show. I mean, people dress up every year for Halloween as so as Ghostface. So I'd be all for that. I'd be all for that.
Personally, it's what got me into horror. It was my first horror movie. It means the world to me. You could ask my wife. She's like, shut up about this movie already.
So if that were a house, you think the opening, I guess, scene to the house would be the kitchen with the popcorn smoking and the boyfriend
Casey,
in the chair?
If it wasn't, I'd just be so upset. Yeah.
It would have to, right?
You
walk
have to have
into
the
back
Casey
patio.
Becker scene. You have to have her hanging from the tree. And then everything else, just do the rest of the kills from the movie. Or go take kills from all the movies. I don't care. But it has to open up with Casey's house. Because that was the beginning of everything.
Right. Yes. Okay. I didn't know what her name was, but...
Yeah, Casey. I'm a freaking loser.
I'm trying to think of what else, just off the top of my head. Because those were like the two that I was like, oh, they have... Like, those would be my two if I could choose.
Mm-hmm. I could tell you right now what else I would want, and I think it's coming this year. The Evil Dead franchise is supposed to come back, and Evil Dead is like one of my favorite franchises. That trailer I sent you the trailer for Evil Dead Burn when it came out.
Okay, the OG. Oh, Bruce Campbell.
Well, the OGs were in the
OGs, 1980.
In the 80s, yeah. There's 3 originals, and then now they've done remakes that started in 2013. And they've done a TV show.
I'm such a I really need to start watching more stuff.
Watch those.
My pop culture movie references are just.
I just keep up with horror.
I'm brain rot. You mentioned brain rot, and 6, 7.
Oh yeah, dude, 6, 7.
But if you this movie, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. It's a generational thing, bro. We're 2 different generations.
You're not. How you're really mid-30s? Not even
35. I'll be 36 in July. And you are 20.
You got 7 years on me. You got 7. Yeah, there is. You had definitely had more of the 90s. I was more of the 2000s.
Yeah, I was a 90s kid for sure.
Yeah,
and you're a 2000s kid.
Yeah,
which I was young in the 2000s. You know what I mean? I was a teenager, but you were a kid.
Right. Yeah, you got a little bit on me.
Yeah, I remember a little bit of a time without phones and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a little bit of a time without phones, and then about when I was 9 or 10, the slide up flip phones became popular, and then iPhones were about when I was 13ish. They got really, really big.
When I was in high school, I had a freaking Sidekick, baby. The ones that swooped up and you could change the colors on the sides and stuff.
Dude, yeah, my cousins had these really cool ones. I was like, oh, so jealous. But we played outside. We rode bikes without phones, without smartphones for a few years, man. I got my elbows and knees to prove it.
I skateboarded, and then I started going to shows in youth centers and churches.
I would have loved to go to hardcore shows in the early 2000s.
When they're on the floor and there was no stage and people just didn't worry about safety and everybody took care of each other, but it was still just gnarly. Some of the best times.
Yeah, I want to go to a basement show so bad, but that's another story.
I went to school with and was friends with. Do you know who Black Bear is?
Mm-mm.
You don't know the singer Black Bear? He sings that Do Re Mi song. He wrote Justin Bieber's Boyfriend.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I went to. He used to be in emo and scene bands, and I was in bands too. We went to high school with each other. We were pretty good friends. It's funny.
No kid, Matthew Musto.
Yeah, his name's Matt Musto.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my daughter's flex to everybody. It's my dad used to know Black Bear.
No kidding. Yeah. I didn't know he's from. Okay, that's sick.
He's from Palm Coast, right here.
Right on, dude.
It's crazy.
That's sick.
But yeah, band days, dude. I've been watching some. I don't know. I don't want to get into the music thing, bro. You know me. I did music for so long, bro. I could
talk music more than I could talk just about anything.
I know. We should have eventually. I think we should do when we grow this a little bit. We could do a Patreon and just do Patreon episodes where we just talk about other stuff we like.
Anything.
Or if you're watching the video right now and you're interested in the metal and bands that I'm into and that he's into, it's really niche, but if you guys want us to talk music, we definitely can. We both like heavy music. I'm a nutcase for heavy music.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, Horror Nights, everybody always has their wish lists. There's Scooby-Doo gets talked about quite a bit. I don't know how deep into the community you are with like spec maps and all that stuff. Scooby-Doo gets brought up. Zombie Island and like Spooky Island, the original movie and stuff. That stuff gets brought up. It's a good idea.
I follow the spec maps very loosely because like it's just like I'm so bad at speculating because I'm not up to date on all these movies and shows and stuff. So it's like I hear these speculation maps. I'm like, how do we know? Like this all just it's literally just speculation. I'm so bad at it. I'm like, okay, I mean, you're predicting this and then like there's no like even substance to provide factual speculation. It's literally just like, oh, I think we're going to get this. So I don't follow the spec maps all that closely.
Yeah. And then people that follow horror and stuff like that, I literally watch a movie and if it's made by a certain company, I'm like, oh, this could happen. Or depending on like what time of year it was made or what time of year it's supposed to come out, I'm like, oh, that could be a Horror Nights house. That makes sense. But yeah.
Like, I think it'd be a fair guess to say we're going to get Stranger Things. Like, that's one speculation that I do feel fairly confident on.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd even watch this last season, but I mean, we've gotten houses for all the other seasons. I know the plot. I know what happened at the end. I'm not going to spoil it here, but
yeah,
I think it'd be safe to say, and I would agree with someone who says we're getting Stranger Things.
Hot take, I liked it.
I watched half of the first episode and I said, okay, no, not interested anymore.
Yeah, not a lot of people liked it. I loved it.
I watched the first couple, but I think there's just such a big gap between the last two seasons. And then like they're all grown up. It's all just huge sci-fi. It just totally, I think, was not even what it was in the beginning. Now it's just like, I'm just totally disinterested.
That first season is untouchable. It's
it's
so
insane.
Good.
I watched it in one day.
It is. Wow. That's a day. That is such a good show. Oh my gosh.
But I couldn't
my
get
daughter,
into this last season.
My teenager is an encyclopedia of facts about that show. She loves Stranger Things.
To be honest, I thought Stranger Things was like a kidnapping show. And then I watched it and I was like, there are aliens from a different dimension. I was just like, okay.
Spooky.
I thought it was like a kidnapping, some type of show because there's kids in it.
The original one goes, he goes missing.
Yeah, so that's honestly hard. That's like,
and they lean into that. Now we're like, we know what Stranger Things is, but that first season leaned into that. It kind of was like, what is this?
You have no idea.
Yeah. All right, cool. So Horror Nights. We'll talk Horror Nights. We'll probably, once we get more into the season of actual announcements, we'll probably do news episodes about that stuff because, yeah, why not? We love it. That's where we met. It's kind of a part of our bro-ship, our friendship. But yeah, let's hop into the other very niche topic of today. Let's talk the worst lockers on Universal Studios property because I don't know if you know this, but Disney has villains. Universal Studios has lockers.
Like, hold on.
Exactly, dude. And a lot of them kind of suck.
Yes.
There's a handful. So do you have, I didn't make a list, but I think we're going to have a similar list.
I think we can just get the first one out of the way, right?
Go ahead, hit it. You
Gringotts.
Go first. Yes, dude, Gringotts is the worst. Can we put some ventilation in that place? It's just a little bit. Like the floor is wet from condensation, and it is just nobody pays attention to the fact that you're not supposed to bring more than one person in there, and they smash in like sardines.
I think I need to check my heart rate because I'm getting
that ride
worked up just talking about it.
Yeah, dude, my blood pressure just spiked.
I will refuse to ride Gringotts just because of the lockers. If they didn't have that middle row, it'd be a little bit more manageable. But that middle row just makes it so tight, and every family from Arkansas has to bring in 7 members of their family to like.
Yep.
Stop, please.
Yeah, bring one person.
I'm getting frustrated
in.
just talking about it.
Yeah, I think that they heard all the like hate from those lockers when VelociCoaster and Hagrid's came around. Hagrid's isn't that great either, though.
No,
Hagrid's is pretty terrible.
Right.
But like, I think VelociCoaster and Stardust, dude,
the best.
Implement these things everywhere from here on out.
Honestly, all of Epic's lockers that are dual-sided, magnifico.
Yeah. I didn't do Minecart. Does Minecart have
Minecart doesn't require lockers.
Okay.
so which is great.
I can't
Monsters
remember
dual-sided, Stardust dual-sided, Dragon or How to Train Hiccups dual-sided.
Yep.
Ministry doesn't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Wing Gliders has the cubbies, but all the dual locker systems, that was so ingenious when they did VelociCoaster. It was literally chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Yes. Yeah. I hope they come through. They should. But yeah, so definitely Gringotts. If you're a Universal person, you know this, bro. And if you're not, if you're listening to us for some weird reason and you're planning a trip to Universal and never been, dude, be careful with those lockers. Even like, this isn't on my list. I have two. Well, one now because that was on my list. But even the Forbidden Journey ones suck. Like, it's just
because they're off the path.
Like, yeah, they like
back,
okay,
and it's always so crowded.
Come in. Here's the rides over here, straight ahead. Single riders is off in the cut over here, but your locker, you already passed it. You already passed where you're supposed to go. So turn around and go put stuff. Yeah, it's so weird.
It's so out of the way. I agree.
Yeah. So that's your first one. Is that we'll just get that one out of the way.
Gringotts.
How many do you have on your list?
I just have two mental notes.
Okay.
Let's see if your second is my.
Oh, really?
The second ones, because they're out of the way. If you're coming from Diagon Alley, you got to pass the entrance. It's like an extra 30, 40 feet, which doesn't seem long, but you're walking in a theme park all day. That little.
It's a bottleneck
roundabout. It narrows. They have that stand in the middle of the entrance, so people are walking. Excuse me. The lockers are just always crowded. They say you get free. Most of the time when I did the ride, I'd have to get a locker attendant because they're making me pay. I was in line for 10 minutes. If they didn't have that stupid pole in the middle of the entrance, it honestly wouldn't be that bad. But people walk in and out of both sides. It gets too crowded. They're the skinny lockers. It's hard to get in. Men in Black's lockers I don't know. I'm not a fan of them.
My second one is Hulk. I hate the Hulk lockers. I don't know why. They're obviously completely separate from the even line, but and which most of them are. But it's just like, I don't know if it's because Hulk takes the nothing in your pockets so serious that like you see people get turned around at the machine. Like they actually have like, what are they called? Metal detectors things that you have to walk through, and if you don't have your crap out of your pockets, you're getting turned around and you have to walk. I think I've done that walk of shame early on in my park visits, and like as soon as I put something in there, and every time since, I've been like, I freaking hate these lockers, bro. They're green and dumb.
The worst is when you close the locker, you do a pat, and it's like,
oh yeah. Dude, you know my little mics? Were you with me?
Oh, yeah.
My magnet to one of my mics is inside of a VelociCoaster locker somewhere.
I wonder if it's still there. If they're cleaning it out, they're just like, what is that? And they can't get it off.
Why is
and they're
there
like
a
trying
magnet
to pry it.
Freaking content creators, dude.
That's so funny. Goddamn content creators.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I've always really just disliked the Hulk ones.
Yeah, those don't necessarily bother me as much. I will say though, I wish they didn't charge lockers for the water rides. It's like the lockers you actually need one for, and they're like, "Oh yeah, $4 please."
Yeah. And, somewhere else that has a locker mess. At least Busch Gardens Tampa's locker situation is awful, dude.
I'm pretty sure they use the same locker company for like some of the Six Flags parks up here.
And it sucks, dude.
Yeah, it
so
takes
outdated.
A minute.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
It does,
and it's just annoying. Like, I got so frustrated because I was trying to I knew that Cheetah Hunt gets busy, and we got in opening and we went right to Cheetah Hunt, and I'm watching people get stopped and turned around. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go to the locker. And then I'm by myself in there, and I couldn't remember how to use it because it's been so long. And I was like, dude, how does this work? And my wife, luckily, could sense it in the air that I was getting frustrated.
She could see the steam coming out of your ears.
She's like, it's 15 feet away, can't even see me. And she's like, my husband, something's wrong. And walks over, and she's like, is everything all right? And I'm like, no, I can't figure it out. I need to get on this ride. And she's like, babe, just chill out.
Yeah, because
I'll figure it out.
You got to go to the kiosk.
And it cost us $4.
Yeah, you got to go to the kiosk. You got to like create this code.
Yep.
After this code, you got to like create the pin.
Yep.
And then you got to re-enter the pin. And then when you re-enter the pin, it jumbles the numbers around.
Yep.
And then it gives you the locker number. Then you go and open it. And then you have to like go and you have to end it. And then when you go to the next one, you have to transfer it. Yeah, they're quite annoying.
My sister-in-law didn't ride anything that day, so after that, we literally just left everything with her the rest of the day, and I felt bad. But
how do you
lockers.
Feel about the facial recognition ones?
Don't like it. Not yet. It's not there yet.
Okay.
Wait, lockers that are facial recognition?
The ones at Epic where
okay, yeah, Stardust. No, they worked fine. I'm sorry. When I hear facial recognition, I think of the front of the park when they let you in.
Oh, no,
I'm just still not a fan. Like,
lockers,
they need to figure that out.
Lockers.
Yeah, they need to figure it out to where I don't have to like bend over and do this thing. Oh my god!
I did that once.
I wear these all the time, by the way.
I like leaned into one to help it out, and the lady's like, "Stand up." I was like, and then it took a second. I was like,
dude.
"Can I please just lean in? Trust me, I come here every day. You gotta get the lighting, gotta get just close enough."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Stand up." I was like,
I remember the Epic ones being like way easier to use. But facial recognition nowadays, with the cameras and the technology we have, we should be able to walk under the freaking medallion in Universal and it pick up on us. And like, you know what I mean?
Before we're probably not far from that.
Yeah, before we even get to the gate, that thing should be like, Brian Hefner, welcome back, Chandler. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it should know.
Epic is nice because as long as you have your ticket linked into your app, all you have to do is scan your face and you get in.
Yeah. And it felt like it was really quick and easy. I was in and I was in, you know what I mean, right away and was like, oh, cool. The future's now. But Universal, early admission, I'm trying to run to Hagrid's and you got me ducking and stand up straight and it's,
Yeah, I don't care. I like the facial recognition one. So if you don't have like a lanyard, you don't got to get your ticket out. You don't got to pull it up on your phone. It's your face. It takes the most god awful picture of you that you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh!
But I've never had an issue where it doesn't recognize my face.
Yeah, somehow I don't know how it knows who I am because all I see is pixels, dude.
Yeah, because like you get on Stardust and your hair is normal, and then you get off and your hair is like, and it's like, how does it still pick up? And at the end of the day, you're like so ungodly sweaty sunburn, it still can recognize you, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. I like them too. I mean, I like them when they work. They're a little frustrating when they don't work. I don't know.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to use them the first time I'm just like pressing the button 1,000 times. I get it to work.
Yeah, locker, dude. I feel like Universal is just full of a bunch of lockers that are not cool.
I mean, Disney barely requires any lockers or any cubbies, and then Universal, it's like, dude, do I really need a locker for Hagrid's? Like, come on.
Yeah. But Universal makes rides where your phone falls out of your pocket, it'll kill somebody. So
true. VelociCoaster, of course, I understand.
Yeah. The roller coasters, I completely understand. But yeah, there's a lot of bad locker systems in Universal. They're figuring it out now. They definitely figured it out with VelociCoaster and Stardust.
Sure, 100%.
Beautiful. People get confused still, though. People get very confused. It is hilarious to watch a family.
I love watching the dads they're like taking their belt off and they're like, belt, like, leave your belt off.
Like, what are you doing?
What do I leave this off? What do I do? Dude, just leave your belt on.
When I went on the ride, the locker was on the other side of the room. What the heck happened? Did I go through? What's happening right now? I'm like, bro,
this is a different room.
Yeah. Just remember remember what color. Remember whatever it is color. Number. Yeah,
that's
lockers,
funny.
Dude. I'm telling you, only us theme park freaking psychopaths think about this kind of stuff. Do you have any other locker areas in mind when you think of how terrible they are?
I'm scanning around the parks in my brain, and honestly, no. I'm trying to think of no.
No, most of the rest of the rides have like cubbies or
And I was even thinking like Disney, but Tron has the dual-sided ones, which are nice.
Yeah, Tron has dual-sided. That's figured out. I'm trying to think of
only one at Disney, I think.
Yeah, everything else lets you put your stuff in the little bag. Space Mountain's got a bag.
Everest has a bag.
Seven Dwarfs, I think, has a bag. Mine Train has a bag.
Every now and again, you'll find something. It's like Disney just does that a tad bit better.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's one of them for me.
There's tons of things for sure, but there's also tons of things at Universal that people will not admit that they do better. But whatever. I love Disney.
Of course.
We'll talk Disney eventually, bro. We just like Universal way more.
Yeah, I just always revert to Universal when I talk about.
This is a Universal podcast. We just say
primarily
Disney.
Yeah.
We just say Disney because we end up there a lot too. I love the mouse. Don't get it wrong. Don't get tripping. Don't be tripping on. I know. Epcot guy over here, dude. Guardian, dude. There's a lot going on. We can't talk about it right now, but there's a lot going on at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, as the day of this recording, there's a whole lot of new stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. It's great. A lot of it's really exciting stuff too.
I gotta go to Disney. There's a lot of rides that I gotta ride. They're not completely different, but that are different now. And I want to do it. We can talk about it after the episode, actually. But yeah.
Sure.
All right. So our last topic of the day, we're going to talk our favorite queues because Universal does one thing really well. It's thrill rides and the queue before it.
Mm-hmm.
Immersion is a thing, and we both enjoy immersion. And there's a couple that are, there's a handful that are just so good. Disney is starting to kill it too. And I wondered if I should mention, maybe we'll have honorable mentions for Disney. But we'll
Disney's
talk
got some really good ones too.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. But what is your favorite queues? Do you have a big list? I have them off the top of my dome. I don't even.
Yeah, I think I'll just start.
We'll just
Forbidden
talk about
Journey.
Queues in a general. Yeah, there you go.
Forbidden Journey. I mean, you get to stroll through the Hogwarts castle. You get to go through so many iconic rooms, Dumbledore's office, Gryffindor common room, the paintings on the wall that talk to you, the defense against the dark arts classroom. You go through the corridors in the dungeons in the bottom, and you pass the potions class. So just getting to stroll through the Hogwarts castle, you get features from the big three in the movies, which is sick.
Yep.
Yeah, and 11-year-old Chandler, who was obsessed with Harry Potter at the time, just gets to fan out every time. So
Dude.
Forbidden Journey, I think is my favorite queue. As much as I don't care for the ride these days, it makes me sick. The queue's number one.
Yeah, as poorly as the ride itself has aged, that queue has not aged a day. It's just
great.
It's probably doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now. It's you're amazed by, if you're a Harry Potter fan, it's over with, bro. I'm a Potter fan, but I'm not insanely into it. And I get the first time I remember going there for the first time and being like, whoa, this is insane.
It changed the game.
Emotional. Yeah. I remember when all that stuff changed. Did you ever go to Islands before Hogsmeade was there?
2 islands while it was in construction. Okay. So I went in 2009. It opened in 2010. So I didn't get to see that barbecue restaurant with that big oak tree kind of thing. I rode Dueling Dragons, but I didn't really get to see that area. So I remember seeing construction walls, but I don't remember seeing it before it was under construction.
That's something I want to say that I went before, but I definitely went the year it was being built, and I definitely went the year when it was open, fresh, brand new.
Yeah.
And I definitely remember Hogsmeade being built and all that. But yeah, Forbidden Journey, just the queue is insane. So good.
Yeah. And you get to go through the greenhouses and you get to see the mandrakes, it's sweet.
Yeah,
there's just so much to see. There's so many hidden details.
Dude. Yeah, if you ever want to just walk through the extended queue, there's stuff back there too.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to walk through that and see everything, but if you get a chance to, just do it. Tell a team member, they'll let you do it.
Yeah, just say you're not even riding and just walk through the queue. And
just exit. Come see the queue. Yeah, that's one of the best ones. One of my favorites is my favorite ride is VelociCoaster. I love Jurassic Park. I like Jurassic World. So VelociCoaster's up there for me. Not a lot of people talk about its theming and stuff. I think it's really good, but it's because I love the original Jurassic Park, and they have so many little nods. The droplet of water. The ceiling is the ceiling from the ceiling in that one room is the ceiling from the original movie where the raptor pops his head through.
Yeah,
and you could see all the lights shining through. Yeah, the books from the original characters. And then like the acting in queues is pretty bad most of the time. Like it's usually actors just being like, whatever, extra payday, let's just throw this. But I feel like the acting and like the banter between Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt, amazing. I think it's hilarious.
It is funny.
I think Chris Pratt is just killing it. And then your boy, Mr. DNA, is just like the sweetest man, dude. I love seeing him pop up.
I love the feature.
It was like, oh my gosh. And then they put him on merch. It's well, beautiful. Another chef's kiss. So VelociCoaster is one of my favorite, even though it's not talked about a lot. Obviously, the Potter stuff is all the best queues because it is. But VelociCoaster deserves a little bit of love. That queue is awesome.
And didn't even mention the animatronics at that.
Yeah, dude. Yes, there's a raptor that is alive, that breathes and looks, and his eyes look real, and you could smell like it smells realistic. Like blood in there. It's wild, dude.
The raptor animatronics, like,
is nuts.
It makes you like it makes you do a double take. You're like, am I tripping right now? Am I tripping in line? So
Did I love for real.
I love the animatronics in there. The queue, I think the queue's fine. It's not one of my favorites, but it definitely has one of the best features of a queue, and that's the animatronics.
Yeah, that animatronic is killing it. And I love the videos. I love those videos. Once you get past the blockers and you're in those last couple sections, when their banter is hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Keeps you occupied.
Yeah. What does he say? He says, just I can't remember what he says to her, and it's so funny every time. Where he's like, oh, I can't think of it, but yeah.
You got riders there? Good. Well, I think they need to hear this or something like that.
Yeah. That whole thing where he's
put a coaster in the paddock.
Oh, they're quicker than you think. They're quicker than she thinks. Like that whole thing.
They're quicker than she realizes, Claire. Than she realizes.
Yeah, that whole thing is so funny, dude. Chris Pratt's hilarious.
Yeah, I love Chris.
Chris Pratt's in a lot of queues too. He's in a lot of rides.
He's got Guardians.
He's got VelociCoaster Jurassic World. In Hollywood and in Beijing, I'm pretty sure. And then he's in Tower of Terror over there is now
right.
Our Guardians, and then they have our Guardians. So he's in a lot of queues.
Yeah, he's killing it. Good for him. All right, funny. I'm not gonna go into crazy detail for all of these. I do just want to give a couple of shout outs, and maybe I'll go into depth about a few of them. Kong, I think Kong is sick. Huge shout out to Bowser's Challenge over an Epic. That queue, that's one of the greatest queues
really
ever,
is.
Man. You just see so many iconic things, the detail. I love all the pictures of Princess Peach that Bowser has around. You see his giant chair. There's a picture of Peach. So I really do enjoy the queue for Bowser's Challenge. Of course, you have to give a shout out to Ministry of Magic.
Yep,
and then
we can't talk about this without talking.
Monsters Unchained too is sick too. So those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, Monsters Unchained is definitely my next favorite. It's just so good. And then Ministry is just Ministry it's insane. It's doing the heavy lifting, I think. The ride is what it is. I'm not a big fan. Some people think it's the best thing in the world. I didn't think it was anything too crazy, but that queue is nuts.
It's so detailed.
Just
There's so many things
big
to look at.
Open. Yeah, just being able to just stand in it too before you actually get in line. Like there's the Ministry. You could just stand in there. You could just hang out in there after you go through the flume, and it's nuts. The stuff they did, the mirroring and all the so
like
good.
that's in a theme park. Like a building that size just for the queue is literally at a theme park. It reminds me of some of these resorts in Vegas when you're walking through like the Venetian or you're walking through like Caesar's Palace. Like that's honestly what it feels like. It's such a massive space and it looks identical to the movies. They crushed it in the ceiling, like the storm ceiling. Dude, get out.
Yep.
Get out.
There's like, if you look, there's like stuff in the offices.
Yeah.
there's fans going. There's steps.
There's exit signs. There's typewriters. There's chairs. There's coat racks with coats and hats on them. It's every little thing they thought beyond that.
Yeah. And then if you want to talk about animatronics in a queue, Higgledy is just She's
Oh,
so
dude,
cool.
it's
Higgledy is just so good, dude. It's so good.
That queue is phenomenal.
Yeah, the stuff that it's just awesome. The little hints to Harry's locker and all the it's so cool. Yeah, that's another one for the Potter fans. I mean, it's not something from the. I mean, it is from the movies, but the time that it's in isn't. I don't know, but yeah, it's a mind blowing. Honestly, I went through most of it, but I didn't see all of it because at the time my wife was had a hernia, so we had a wheelchair. So we went through Higgledy, we saw all that, but then they scooted us through like express stuff, and we went up and down elevators and all. So I got kind of lost on where we were.
It's confusing,
but just. Yeah, and then we got split up, and it took a long time for the rest of our party to come back through because it had so many issues during previews. So there was a good 45 minutes where we just were in the Ministry of Magic in that place where you could in the main hub of it where you can just chill. So yeah, that queue's insane.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Yeah. Frankenstein, Monsters Unchained. I love walking in,
man.
And you literally walk in the front entrance, and you just
it's
see
amazing.
This giant facade of a castle, and you have the shrubbery and the plants and the pathway. It's all themed so well, and you walk in and you see this huge double-sided staircase up to the last kind of half of the queue, and dude, it's so detailed. Have you ever done this? If you ever go through the single rider queue,
no, I've never done it.
It's actually creepy because you go through all of these back hallways, and then suddenly it all just turns into these stone catacombs, and every time I've done it, I've been the only one in there, and it's these long, narrow hallways, and it's ooh, someone's about to be behind me, but do the single rider line because the queue for that is actually sick because it really makes you feel like you're in this mansion and there's no one around.
I'll be doing that in August.
Phenomenal. Yes.
I can't wait. The second half of this queue, when you get upstairs and you start to see the old stuff from the old body of the monster and the videos playing of her capturing all the monsters, that whole and then you're getting closer to the electricity, that bat in the electricity.
Yes.
Oh man, there's so many good spots, dude. So good,
and animatronics.
Yeah.
World-class, state-of-the-art animatronics.
Oh, yeah. Once you get into that pre-show, bro, I will never forget the chills that I got when you can watch it on video all you want, but being in the room when Frankenstein's monster comes out and you feel the footsteps.
Dude, it's
not enough people talk about you can feel him in that room. He
and it's huge. That
is the best ride.
Giant animatronic.
It is so
massive.
Big. Yeah, I have some. I don't really like her face that much. I don't understand the mapping. I don't know why they had to do that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Because then she's in the ride as an animatronic and looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That face looks a little weird. It's got old frozen face.
Yeah, about to say that. It's like a projection, and it's not very good.
Yeah. Honorable mention though, Disney. Come on, Rise of the Resistance is just.
Oh, how could I forget?
That is
how could you forget Rise?
Rise is just so good, dude. I'm a Star Wars guy, and I'm not even the biggest Star Wars, new Star Wars fan. I don't keep up with anything as much. I mean, I watch the main movies. I'll see Grogu and Mando. But man, it's enough of feeling like the old stuff, so good, dude. And the fact that the team members or the cast members, once you're on the resistance side of it and you get captured, they act like jerks to you and stuff. It's just those things, dude.
Yeah, I'll never forget walking off of that captured transport ship, and then you're on the loading bay of the Star Destroyer,
dude.
And it's outer space. You have 100 stormtroopers in front of you, and it's this huge giant building, and it's crazy. It's such a jaw-dropping experience to do that ride for the first time, and you open that door and you walk out on the Star Destroyer, and it's just like a army of stormtroopers, and you're just in this huge giant room. It's a surreal experience, honestly.
My brother brought me to that park for his bachelor party. We all went. That's where he wanted to go for his bachelor party.
Nice.
And I think we talked about this on Coasters and Broasters, your old podcast. But his bachelor party was watching me react to all these things.
Nice.
And I literally could not contain it. I was like, dude,
It's unbelievable.
this is insane. And then I got to show my wife it for the first time, I think, if I remember right. And she was just like, I don't care anything about Star Wars. If anything, I hate Star Wars because my brothers watched it too much. But this is nuts. And I was like, I told you, bro. It's so good.
It is, man.
So good.
Yeah. I'll give some honorable mentions at Disney. We don't have to go into crazy detail. Tower of Terror, once you get inside, is sick. Tiana's is pretty cool. Pirates of the Caribbean is pretty cool. Everest, honestly, I've always liked Everest.
Yeah, I love Everest. Everest is like slept on.
Flight of Passage.
Yeah,
is sick.
That's Flight of Passage is my favorite part is the queue. I don't really care. Everybody loves that ride, and I don't get it. I gotta ride it more, but that queue is nuts. Seeing
Flight of Passage is sweet.
Seeing those full,
queue.
Yeah, seeing those full avatars like in the water and like spasming and good stuff, dude. I cannot wait to go to a park now.
Just like even when you first enter Flight of Passage, you're walking up like that pathway through the jungle, and you can like kind of look out, and you kind of just get to see a whole new view of the floating mountains, and then it kind of goes into the caves, and then you're in the Stark Forest, and then you enter the lab, and it's sweet, and then you get to see the giant avatars. It's a cool queue.
I mean, we could keep going. Guardians has a great queue too. It's nothing nuts, but the pre-show is awesome. If you know the backstory
of Guardians, yes, it's great.
The pre-show is awesome. I
love the pre-show. I love the walls.
Terry Crews is that guy.
Someone needs to tell me when I'm on. Hello. He's like, I'm very serious about this.
Yeah. So funny. Hello. What do they call themselves?
Yeah.
Everybody always is alcoholics.
I hate when people say that. It's so annoying. I think it's dying out because the past couple times I wrote it, you don't really hear that much anymore.
Yeah.
I'll laugh every now and again if someone has a good zinger, but if it's alcoholics, I'll boo them.
You're like, bro. Everybody says that. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they did with, at the time of this recording, it's open. Muppets is officially Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm excited to see all that. At the time of this recording, there are people who have been on it and seen it, and previews are happening and stuff, but by the time this comes out, it'll be completely open to the public, so maybe I'll hop on that bad boy soon.
What are people saying about it? Honestly, I've seen a few things here or there, but I guess
I heard it's great. I heard they killed it. I heard that there's an animatronic in the studio room. Then there's nods to, I love that idea. They knock, and then there's nods to Muppets 3D or whatever. Yeah, no, like
the 3D show,
the other ride, or the show. Yeah, there's lots of nods to that. The music apparently is very, very good. There's it's Muppets performing the songs, but then there's like really popular pop artists too. Apparently the songs they got knocked out of the park. I just listened to a podcast of Alicia Stella talking about all of it. She just put her episode out at the day of this recording. She put it out today, so it's been out for a while by the time you guys hear this. But yeah, they went deep into that and everything that's happened at Disney recently, and cool stuff going on over there. I gotta get to Disney.
There is.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
Not before I go to Universal, though. I'm going there first, and then I'll go to Disney, and then I'll go to Epic.
Yeah. What was wrong with your car that one day?
It ended up being, what was it? Yeah, so last time me and Chandler were supposed to hang out before he moved, my car literally broke down on the side of the road 20 minutes away from Universal.
I was so upset.
It was something really dumb. It was with the brakes, and it was like something, literally I got it towed home for $300. Had to sit in the truck with this guy for an hour and a half, which was fine. He was all right. And Colton, my brother-in-law, who you've met, we've gone to Horror Nights and stuff with, he literally put it in the garage. He's got like a big car lift, and he's a mechanic at heart. And he pulled it in the garage, looked at it for like 5 minutes, Googled something, and was like, oh yeah, it's this one part. It's $100. I was like, okay, cool. So gave him the $100. He went and got it, had it fixed, and we got lunch and stuff. Got done eating lunch, and he was like, yep, done. You're good.
Nice.
And I was home by I think I was home before 3 in the afternoon.
It's so helpful to have someone in your family that is either like a mechanic or a nurse or
oh my gosh.
Those two fields, having someone in your family is great.
My in-laws own a construction company, and they're mechanics. They're like the men's men, and I'm the man who learned how to sing and likes to talk
I'm right
about
there
nerd.
with you, brother.
So, like, I lack a lot of that. I'm a maintenance person for my job, so I'm handy, but not like them, bro. They literally can fix and build and do anything. It's amazing. So yeah, having them in my life has been. My wife is not only amazing, but her family is too.
Yeah.
And they all love Disney and Universal.
What's a huge plus? That's the only criteria I'm looking for in a woman. You gotta like Disney, gotta like Universal.
And then, have sick parents. Colton, my brother-in-law, was joking when we were talking about Dockside, and he was like, y'all go there, I'll just go to Helios. And I was like, bro, I want to go to Helios so bad.
I want to go to Helios.
I want to stay there so badly. Just being able to wake up in the morning and walk into Epic.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
Epic at night with all the lights on from like an aerial view. Come on.
The dumb early admission. What? Yeah. Don't they have a bar on the roof?
Yeah. I have yeah.
Bar Helios.
Bar Helios.
Yeah. I'd be up there. I wouldn't drink that
cool
much.
Too.
Be like, give me a Coke, dude. Let me get a Coke.
Give me a little
Coke on the rocks, bro. Yeah, dude. Let me get my little sugar high, dude. But yeah. All right, dude. Well, cool.
Sick.
Episode 4 of the podcast is done. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, hit us with that sub, bro. Subscribe. Hit us with a like. Let us know in the comments if we're cool, if we're nerds, whatever. Also, if you're on all audio platforms, give us a review. Give us those stars. And we haven't done this yet in an episode. Follow me and Chandler on social media. I am the Theme Park Take. Wait. Is that my thing? Yeah, the Theme Park Take on everything pretty much now. So TikTok and Instagram. And Chandler's Theme Parker with 2 R's.
Yep, on everything as well.
Yep, Instagram and TikTok are where we're mainly at.
Yes.
I've honestly been leaning into Instagram more lately.
There you go. Yeah, I see him.
My views have been better there.
Good.
So it's weird. TikTok is like, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, follow us on TikTok and Instagram. Our short form content's pretty cool. That's where we started this craziness from.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no social media made for this yet, so maybe we haven't discussed that yet. So yeah.
Yes.
Follow us on the things that exist right now.
Just the long form listening platforms.
Yeah, so far. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Have an amazing week, Chandler. Have another amazing week, bro. It's good talking to you.
Absolutely.
All right, later, dude.